Hi fans of high quality entertainment. This is a little different. I'm actually in bed because that is where I listen to probably 90% of my music with headphones. And I'm going to listen for probably the 5th, maybe 6th time, Paul McCartney's Egypt Station. And I'll pause the CD after every song and give you my review of it. I already kind of know what I'm going to say, sort of. Here we go. Track 1 is very short. It's called Opening Station. The first time I heard the intro, it was sort of what I expected it to be, you know, kind of similar to the opening of Back to the Egg, Before Getting Closer, and of course Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. And so I just thought it was okay. Since then, because, you know, I've listened to the whole album, I love it. It's a perfect opening. I love how, you know, the crowd kind of reminds me of Sgt. Pepper, and then there's these voices which are just sort of angelic or whatever. And it's a really nice setting for the intro to the album. I give it a 5 out of 5, or better yet, a 10 out of 10. That's how I'll rate these songs, I guess, a 10 out of 10. Here we go, with the first actual song called I Don't Know. Boy, what a downer of an opening track. It's there is some positivity in it, but it's more of a negative track, and you know, Paul is usually such a positive person. It's kind of nice to hear, you know, a more negative, some down kind of lyrics, and I love the song. And the first time listening to the album, his vocals, you know, not that I hadn't heard them, you know, from the re-release, the singles that came out first, so you're kind of already sort of getting used to his aged vocals. But after listening to the album, you know, the first time, you start to appreciate them more, and his vocals on this album, I love. I really do. It's an older Paul McCartney, but I enjoy them just as much as the earlier Paul McCartney vocals. I really do. And it's Paul McCartney, so I really love it, and it's a great song. I give I Don't Know a 10 out of 10. Now on to Come On to Me.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's a real smile. You just saw me smiling there. What a catchy song. It's Paul McCartney. It's like ear candy. The first time I heard the song, I enjoyed it, but I absolutely love it now. I love when the guitar comes in. I love the bass in it. I love the horns. That's my cat meow. Yeah. It's such a catchy, foot-tapping song. I absolutely love it. It's a 10 out of 10. Yes. Next up is Happy With You. What I love about this song is the first, I have not read the lyrics to this album at all. I just, whatever I take in, I take in. And so the first time I heard this album, and he's saying, I used to get wasted, these days I don't, and I used to get stoned, it's like, whoa, he's really being honest in this song, and really open, and he just sounds so content now with his life, and it's a really happy song. He used to lie to his doctor, and these days he doesn't. And the music, a lot of these songs, they're really replayable. I love these songs now, and I think I'm gonna love them even more the more I play them, because there's so much. It's sort of like the Beatles, listening. You hear something new every time in the song. So I really enjoyed that. So far, every song is a 10 out of 10. Next up is Who Cares? Now, I recently saw a video review of this album, and for this song, there's about, 20 seconds or 30 seconds of guitar feedback at the intro, and somebody was saying, yeah, I wish that had been cut out, and then, he counts in and the song starts. I love it. I'm keep it in. I love it. That's what she said. It's a 10 out of 10, and I'm not easily giving these songs 10 out of 10s. Honestly, if I thought a song was, average or whatever, I would give a lower mark. But I don't love everything that Paul McCartney's done, but I love every song so far. This one, a lot of us on everybody basically on YouTube can relate to. Who cares what the idiots say? It's sort of about online abuse, trolls, haters. Everybody gets them. I do a series called Bad Grammar, reading back a lot of negative comments, and it's seriously, like, for years now, almost any bad negative comment really does not bother me. And Paul's the same way. It's like, who cares, right? Just you're happy inside. That's all that counts. I mean, they don't have Molly Rose as a girlfriend, and I do. So yeah, it's a 10 out of 10. And as the album goes along, you get used, like I said, to Paul's older voice, rougher voice, and a song like this, I think it really suits his voice, the roughness, and I absolutely love the song. I love the bass work in it, the guitar, a little bit of new agey keyboards in it. I just absolutely love it. So on to the next one. Now this is a very controversial song. Try saying that 3 times. For You. Here we go. My favorite part of the song is when he sings, on the night that I met you. I love his vocals on that. The mid-section thing where it kind of changes up, I didn't care for it at first, but now that, I played the song quite a few times, I love it. The controversy about the title of the song and it sounding like a certain thing he's saying when he's really saying for you, I almost wish there wasn't a controversy about it, because the song itself is just so catchy, and I like the song at first, but now I've grown to absolutely love it. I know it's a big shock. It's a 10 out of 10. And with this song, I just want to say, to all the so-called Paul McCartney fans out there that have put the album down, this song down, and they you see things like, I'm the biggest Paul McCartney fan in the world, but this sucks. He should retire. He should stop recording. For me personally, you're not a Paul McCartney fan. It's very insulting to such a great artist. We should all be thankful that Paul McCartney is still alive and making albums. This might be his album. And I'm going to say something at the end. And maybe I just have a feeling this might just be his final album. And that being said, if you don't like the album, I totally respect that. I mean, not everybody is going to love the album so far as much as I do. But that doesn't mean if you are a true Paul McCartney fan, Beatles fan, you insult the man, his talent. These are catchy songs. If you don't like his vocals on this, that's fine. I love his vocals. I love the aged vocals on this. It's sort of like Johnny Cash, near the end of his career. His vocals were pretty rough, but I still absolutely love them. I mean, when he sings Bridge Over Troubled Water in that voice, it just gets to your soul. So far, this is a totally honest review. People that know me on this channel know that I'm not going to BS. A 10 out of 10. Next up is Confident. Once again, kind of darker lyrics. Not, Paul, like I said, is always pretty positive, but it's, a song saying that, you used to be my friend and you're not anymore, but you used to stand beside me. And it's not my favorite song on the album, but I still absolutely love it. I give it a 10 out of 10. And when I give a song a 10 out of 10, there's hundreds of songs I could give 10 out of 10s to. It's because I love the song. I find nothing in the song that I don't like. I enjoy the music, the vocals, the lyrics. There's nothing about the song that is a negative for me. So it is a 10 out of 10. Next up is People Want Peace. First time I heard the song, it was like, it's okay. It's, he's kind of doing the, like a tribute to John Lennon's Give Peace a Chance. But I love the song now. I think, as I go through these songs, I think every song is so damn catchy. And this is, People Want Peace is a catchy song. I love his vocals, I love the music, I love the message. It's a 10 out of 10. Next up is Hand in Hand. It's a 10 out of 10. What a gorgeous song. I don't know what that little solo is. It's kind of like a flute. I don't know what it is, but it's gorgeous. And Paul's aged vocals on this track really suit this song. And just a gorgeous song. I loved it right away, actually. My battery's gonna die, so I have to get up for a second. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Next up is Dominoes. Oh my God, that song is so good. Is that the best song on the album? I don't know. I'm loving every song. But when it goes to the chorus of and lines of dominoes are falling, that is so catchy. Such ear candy. Damn you, Paul. And the hand claps. I also wanted to go back just for a second because I just remembered for that For You song, there's this background, kind of a high-pitched thing going on, you know, with the music. I'm not sure what it is, but I just love that in that song For You. So there you go. Dominoes, 10 out of 10. Every song so far, 10 out of 10. Next is back in Brazil. I never said I was an expert. I give it an 8 out of 10. I think the first time I heard the song, I think I loved it right away, but now, compared to the other songs, it's catchy and all that. Yeah, it's not my favorite song on the album. It's an 8 out of 10. Yeah. I might change my mind at some point, but for this listen, I didn't enjoy it as much as the other songs. But still, I really enjoyed it. I still love the song. But compared to the other songs, it's not as, I don't know, catchy or something. Although it is catchy. You know what I mean? Next up, Do It Now. Well, so much for all the 10 out of 10s. So far, I think it's my least favorite song on the album. And I've always enjoyed it every time I've heard it, but just comparing it to every other song, it's an okay song. It's a nice message song. It's a bit sort of catchy, but compared to the other songs, it's a 7 out of 10. But I do like the song. I just don't love it. Hi fans, I'm back. This is like an hour between the last section. I had some dinner. I had roast beef. I had some wine, so I'm just a touch tipsy. And I'm going to finish listening to the album. Next up is Caesar Rock. Now, as I said before, I haven't been, following the lyrics at all, but I was thinking, the song is called Caesar Rock, Caesar, but it sounded like he was actually saying she's a rock at the start of the song and throughout the song, and he is, because I was just reading the lyrics. And so I like that kind of play on words, like there was a play on words with For You. It's a good, gritty, mid-tempo rocker. Love Paul's vocals. I really enjoyed the song. It's a 10 out of 10. I love the song. And I will say this. I have the CD that has the 2 bonus tracks. I didn't even know at first. The first time I listened to the album, and I was listening to what I thought was the last track, and then of course the 2 bonus tracks came on. So I want this review based just on the original album. I kind of don't like it when they throw bonus tracks at the end of a CD. I'd rather it be separate, because, you know, it's like Sgt. Pepper, A Day in the Life, and then they throw in a couple of bonus tracks at the end. So I just want to say, for the bonus tracks, Get Started is awesome. It's a 10 out of 10. And Nothing for Free, I absolutely love. And if someone just played it to me, I would not know it was Paul McCartney. I believe the producer produced Adele and whoever else, so it's, you know, more of a commercial, whatever kind of a song. But, you know, once I realized, oh, this is Paul McCartney, you know, and you do hear his voice in the song. It's a great song. It's a 10 out of 10. But like I said, I want to end this review with the official last song on at least the vinyl and some of the CD copies of it. So next up is Despite Repeated Warnings. And it's getting warm in here because I have my air conditioner on in the back there, but in the bedroom I have a fan and it's off, so because I'm thinking of my viewers. I'm such a nice person while I sweat to death. So here we go. We're getting near the end of the album. And Despite Repeated Warnings. Oh, hello there. Love the changes in despite of all the warnings. Where's my CD here? Despite Repeated Warnings is excellent. I love the changes in it, and I guess the song, some of the song is, or all of the song is about Donald Trump. The captain, supposedly, that he's talking about in the song is Donald Trump. I love the changes in the song. It's just a great song. A 10 out of 10. Now, Station 2. It's very similar to Opening Station. Maybe it's just repeated. It almost sounds like it's repeated, but I think it's a little different. But it's cool. That's why I'm saying, you know, when I review this album, it's like, it's Station 2 and then the closing song. And then, you know, they throw on the 2 bonus tracks. But it's hard to rate. You know, it's just kind of getting you in the mood for the album, or getting you in the mood for the closing of the album. But it's a 10 out of 10 because it's a nice ambience to the track, and then, you know, you're getting prepared for that final song. So here we go. The final song is actually 3 songs: Hunt You Down, Naked, and Sea Link. Here we go. I just want to say, listening to that song, which is the proper ending to the album, as I keep saying, is it really got me emotionally. Maybe the second time I heard it, when I finally really listened to what he was singing, because I don't know if you other Paul McCartney fans are taking note, but that when he goes into the song Naked, the second song, that is, I think it's my favorite part of the album. But that being said, the last line, I've been naked for so long, I've been naked for so long, so long, so long now. It's, like I said, this could be his last album. And in a subtle way, he's saying so long to us. As corny as it might sound at the moment. But I just, that's why we all need to respect this guy. And if you are a fan, like, stop putting him down. Even if you don't like this album, stop disrespecting him as the great artist that he has been for I could swear, for years. I just want to quickly add, I've also been listening to Red Rose Speedway, which, all through the years, I never bought the album. I had heard it wasn't, except for My Love, a couple of others, it wasn't very well reviewed, and so I kind of thought, oh, it's, I did hear it, but I never really got into it. But I have been listening to it, and you know what? It is an excellent album also. It really is. And I will say this very strongly, and you can disagree with me. It's fine. But I think Egypt Station reminds me sometimes of Chaos and Creation in the Backyard. It reminds me of Flaming Pie. There's elements of Ram in it, just some of the music or whatever, just the vibe. Just throughout his whole solo and Wings career. It's like, and the only thing different really is, his vocals, which like I said, I've grown accustomed to on this album, and I really enjoy his vocals. I think he sings great, and I think this is possibly his best album since Ram. And so that's my review of Paul McCartney's Egypt Station. I hope, if you are a Paul McCartney fan and you don't care for this album, please, please, please give it a chance and, listen to it at least a couple more times, because it's a great album. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye. Thank you, Paul.